But the issue that we're dealing today is of enormous importance. And what it really comes down to is whether, as a nation, as the most powerful nation on earth, we are going to listen to the science. When we build weapons systems that cost billions of dollars, we take it for granted that the engineers know what they're talking about. When we invest in cancer research through the National Institute of Health, we assume and believe that the doctors and scientists know what they are talking about. But right now, we are in a very strange moment in American history. And that is, while traditionally there are differences of opinion on labor issues, on healthcare issues, that's what happens year after year, we are now at a very strange moment. And that is, we have virtually an entire political party that is rejecting basic science. And the science is no longer in doubt. Some 97% of scientists who have written in peer-reviewed journals say the following: climate change is real, it is significantly caused by human activity, it is already causing devastating problems in our country throughout the world. Yesterday, the newspapers reported that in Arizona, they're worrying about how Phoenix and other cities are going to get water because of the terrible drought we have seen in the Southwest. Australia is burning up. We have had extreme weather disturbances, major storms that have cost us billions and billions of dollars. Sea levels are rising, which may flood, among other cities, the great city of New Orleans, New York City, Boston. But for some strange reason, while we agree on science in almost every area of our life, in this area, we have a party that says, no, climate change is not real. It is maybe a hoax. It is something concocted by Al Gore or Hollywood. I am very proud that today, and I want to thank very much the panelists who are here, especially the former EPA administrators who were appointed by Republicans. I thank you so much for being here, because while we can disagree on a million issues, we should not disagree on what scientists tell us. We should not disagree when scientists tell us that we have a window of opportunity, 10 or 15 years, to turn this thing around, to lead the world. Sure, John Kerry said the rest of the world has got to go forward. He's right, but somebody has got to lead. This country leads. And by the way, when we lead in transforming our energy system away from fossil fuel, you know what we do? We create millions of jobs through weatherization, through energy efficiency, through wind, solar, geothermal, and other technologies that are out there. So I very much want to thank the former Republican administrators for coming here to Washington to say what I think is true nationally, that intelligent Republicans all over this country, I'm not a Republican, my views are very different, but on this issue we can at least respect science, we can respect the planet, we can transform our energy system, and most importantly, maybe at the end of the day, we have a moral responsibility for our children and grandchildren so that 30 years from now, they do not look us in the eye and they say, hey, all the scientists told you what was going on, why didn't you do something? Well, we have got to do something, and I thank you all very much for being here this morning.